Great, thanks everyone. Thanks for your attention this afternoon. And James Gurry, Managing Director of Aureka, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our company, which this time last year when I presented at this conference, we weren't yet trading on the ASX. We were busy capitalising the company, and so we've come quite a long way since. This is our good summary slide, so if you take away some key messages from today, these are the key aspects of our company. We certainly have advanced stage gold exploration projects across Victoria. This is a huge portfolio in a very small market cap company. I was able to secure the portfolio at the end of 23 when gold and Victoria, there wasn't much excitement around. So it's a terrific opportunity for our backers and shareholders. Within that portfolio, and uniquely for a company of our size, we have a JORC resource of over 360,000 ounces. Now that's across two projects. When we, at the start of the year, that was only across one project, but we've added a small starter JORC resource at the St Arnaud project this year, which is terrific. And importantly, no debt, clean balance sheet, and we've got a top tier team that I'll take you through in a minute. The unique thing about our portfolio is that under a previous company, these assets traded for up to or peaked at 150 mil in market cap, the exact same assets that we have back in 2021 when the gold price was a lot lower. So we secured the portfolio, took it back to the ASX late November last year, and we have been drilling since January this year, and we've come out with a lot of visible gold results today, which is great. We look forward to getting those assays out to the market very soon. We've got an appropriate amount of shares on issue. When I picked up the company, it was 1.6 billion shares on issue. Now we have 128 million shares on issue, so it's nice and tight. We're well. We've got a good cash endowment. It was 4.9 at the end of June. When we report our quarterly, it'll be much closer to $3 million, but we're still drilling away, which is great. No debt or other complicating factors. There's a few broker options at 20 cents, which is well above today's share price, where we're trading at about 12 at the moment. Been fortunate to be backed by some pretty significant players, which is great. From an institutional point of view, SG Hiscox is our largest shareholder, which is great, down in Melbourne, and some other significant shareholders also, which is good. Here's the top tier team that I mentioned. So Graham Hunt joined us in January. He was the previous CEO of Lihir Gold, sold it to Newcrest for $10 billion. It's great that Graham joined the team, and he's making a very, very strong contribution to us right now as we address a few strategic opportunities within the portfolio. Myself, I was a mining analyst for 15 years across, I worked here in Sydney and in London at Credit Suisse. And I joined the board of Red Hawk Mining. That company was sold to Fortescue earlier this year for $250 million. And I've got Richard Taylor on the board as well. Some of you, I'm sure, will know him. And also Angela Lorigan. Angela is here today. Richard will be here tomorrow. Angela works, as some of you might know, at Southern Cross, and a long career in narrow vein gold mining, or exploration, I should say, down in Tasmania. And Joseph Story is here as well. Please come out to the booth and have a chat to Joseph. He joined us around 4 months ago from Barrick. He was in charge of a team of around 35 people in Tanzania. He was always living in Melbourne, looking for an excuse to base his career in Melbourne, and we certainly provided him with that, as well as the incentives for him to grow our JORC resource significantly in the years ahead. This is the reason that we picked up the portfolio. So, as I mentioned, under the previous company, Navarre Minerals, and the discovery of our flagship project, the Irvine Project there at Stawell, the market cap peaked at around $150 million. Now, I saw the opportunity in late 2023 to go and buy the whole portfolio for less than $1 million, and we embarked on the capitalisation subsequent to that. So as a long-time mining analyst, that's the opportunity that I saw. Little did we know that the gold price would turn out as it is currently this year. But certainly, if you look at our market cap, the opportunity remains for shareholders that want to join the journey. Here's our JORC resource. So as I said, we started the year with 304,000 ounces at a good grade of 2.43. Now, a lot of that is within an open cut context, which is terrific, and we're pursuing the grade and the depth of the JORC resource a little bit lower. We're drilling, chasing the higher grade shoots as we go, but it's an excellent endowment that we've started with, the 304,000 ounces. We added, or we increased by 19% the JORC resource this year when we put together the existing historical 121 drill holes around the St Arnaud project, which is 70 k's away from the flagship project. The unique thing about St Arnaud that I'll show you later is that it is an old mining pit, last mined in 1995. So the resource is small, but it's probably easier, a lot easier to get into production compared to a greenfield project. We've got significant exploration targets on top of the JORC resource, so please keep that in mind, and we're busy drilling into the exploration targets at the moment. The flagship is the Stawell Corridor project. So in this area, we look for the basalt domes, and we're drilling around the Irvine basalt dome, and our flagship project is called the Irvine Project. It was discovered around 2018, and the JORC resource was delivered in March 2021. We commenced drilling in January this year, and we're completing about our 6th hole for the year thus far. We are only 16 kilometres from the operating and privately held Stawell gold mine. Let me just give you an introduction as to the Irvine Gold Project and what we're up to.
Aureka's gold exploration projects are in Western Victoria. Aureka's flagship project is the Irvine Gold Project, located 230 kilometres west of Melbourne. Multiple mills are proximal to the project, including the Stawell Gold Mine. Irvine is within the Stawell Corridor, which hosts the 5 million ounce Magdala deposit. Gold deposits in the Stawell Corridor typically form on faults at the margin of basalt domes. At the Irvine Basalt Dome there are 2 lodes called Resolution and Adventure, with a combined inferred mineral resource of 304,000 ounces gold and an exploration target of 280 to 420,000 ounces of gold. The exploration focus at Irvine is to extend the down plunge position of the Resolution lode, where drilling has identified multiple mineralized structures. The exploration team continues to develop their understanding of the gold mineralization at Irvine, allowing for improved targeting of the high-grade gold positions. The eastern side of the Irvine Dome hosts multiple exploration targets across the 2 kilometers of strike between the lodes. Diamond drilling at Resolution has also identified multiple flanking basalts on the eastern side of the basalt dome, which create additional target positions. Recent drilling and reprocessed geophysics has opened up a further 8.6 kilometers of prospective strike. Regional geophysical modeling has identified 3 prospective basalt domes which are hidden beneath basalt cover rocks. Each of the basalt domes provides future exploration targets similar to the 5 million ounce Magdala deposit at Stawell.
I think it mentioned it twice, but really just keep in mind the size of the prize here is that the Stawell gold mine, they've mined 5 million ounces. It's 20 k's up the road. So it'll work for us quite nicely as an absolute target. Now, we think that the Irvine project itself has a 1 million ounce gold potential, and we're drilling now to try and show that. We came out with an announcement this morning saying that across 3 holes we've had occurrences of visible gold. Do come out to the booth and have a look at the visible gold and see if you can guess as to what the assay results might be when we report those. It's terrific to get the visible gold and chase the high-grade shoots, which is really what we're on about. Particularly, Victoria is known for its high-grade gold, and that's what we would like to show as well at the Irvine project. So you can see holes 47 and 48. They're the ones that we mentioned this morning in the release, and drilling is ongoing. It'll be positioned to complete those drill holes in the lighter blue there all the way through to the first quarter of next year. If we had an additional drill rig, we would certainly start attacking a little bit more around the adventure lode there to the south, or in that limited exploration area there in the middle. So look out for that in the future. But it's very exciting for us to have the visible gold results. Our second project, as I mentioned before, we have delivered a JORC resource on the St Arnaud goldfield, and if we consider that the Irvine Project is the flagship, it's the company maker, it could be 1 million ounces. When we look at St Arnaud, it's more the one that it's more modest size, but it's potentially a lot easier to get into production. Let me just show you a quick 1-minute video of what we're up to at St Arnaud.
Aureka's gold exploration projects are in Western Victoria. Exploration is currently ongoing at the St Arnaud Gold Project, located 200 kilometers northwest of Melbourne and close to multiple operating gold processing plants. The St Arnaud tenement group extends for 65 kilometers of strike, capturing the entirety of the northwest trending gold lines. Historical production at the St Arnaud area produced 400,000 ounces of gold at an estimated grade of 15 grams per ton. The focus of Aureka's exploration activities is at the Comstock pit on the Nelson line of workings. Planned production at Comstock is focused on the Comstock Shear and the Walker's stockwork. In May 2025, Aureka released the maiden mineral resource at Comstock, totaling 56,500 ounces of gold at a grade of 1.21 grams per ton. Exploration activities will focus on testing to the north and at depth of the current mineral resource. Aureka has also identified exploration targets, totaling 112 to 116,000 ounces gold at Comstock. High-grade exploration targets also exist on the new Bendigo line, as identified from previous drilling close to the historical workings. Reprocessing of geophysics data has defined further exploration targets by tracking the northern extensions of the St Arnaud mineralized lines underneath the Murray Basin cover rocks. Aureka is well positioned for success with a series of advanced gold exploration projects in Victoria's gold-rich districts.
That's terrific. And if you're thinking about news flow, what I should say here is that the drill holes there on the right-hand side towards the north of the old Comstock pit, we've drilled and completed those holes and the rig has come off the project. However, we're yet to log and process those holes. The guys in the core shed do have a little bit of catch-up, and we had 2 rigs running in the previous quarter. So we're certainly not going to die wondering here. We have been busy. This is a good picture of the Comstock pit, and as you can see, it is on the left-hand side. It's within 45 to 50 kilometres of a number of mills there, Wedderburn, Inglewood, Maldon, and 70 k's down to Stawell, which is actually where we have our own core shed, given that it's in between the 2 projects and not far from the Stawell gold mine, obviously. So, if you look at our company, we've certainly got the flagship project, the 1 million ounce potential just south of Stawell there, but also if you want to think about near-term production, this is what I would be thinking about. And so strategically, we do have a few things to examine as we go forward. We do try and deliver consistent news flow. We try and have a good announcement once per month. We've obviously had one this morning. I wouldn't be waiting too much longer for the next one, given that it's assay results based off the visible gold. We promised the market a 7,000 metre continuous drilling program from the start of this year. We've done around 6,000 metres already, which is great. So the team has been very productive. And obviously we want to, for that to all culminate in an increase to our JORC resources again, hopefully in the December quarter. The JORC resource, the main JORC resource, the 304,000 ounces, was struck on a gold price of 2,500 back in 2021. So just keep that in mind as we go forward. We will continue drilling, as I said, where that small red circle is, and if we had additional capacity, we would certainly start attacking Adventure and the limited exploration area in the middle. So there's plenty going on at Aureka. There's visible gold out there at the stand. Do come and have a chat to Joseph, Angela, and myself, and we look forward to taking your questions. There's also a couple of research reports out there from Canary and Raz, so if you like reading, come and grab a copy of the report. That's it from me. Thank you.